body in aging. Baldness and hair loss is typically associated with advanced aging, but it is recently seen in adult individuals. Alopecia, it's a medical condition in which there is partial or complete loss of hair. Being a maxillofacial surgeon, we play a crucial role in hair restoration, and one of the major drawbacks what we face is obtaining a sufficient amount of hair follicles. Follicular cell implantation, it's a tissue engineering method in which we extract small amount of follicles from donor site, and we culture it in a tissue engineering method, and we implant on the recipient site. Previous many studies have been conducted but did not show any positive results. Pattern of growth and the total expected life cycle was not as appropriate. The maximum life expectancy of these cells were 3 months. Embryonic and mesenchymal interaction help and plays a crucial role in development of these follicles. When these cells are interacted, they show the neogenesis capability and the growth factor. A recent study conducted 6 months back by Juji Punda in Yokohama National University aimed in reprogramming the microenvironment to grow these cells. They also helped in understanding the hair induction pattern. They evaluated the spatial distribution and emergence of these follicles. They studied the morphological features such as pigmentation, the pattern of growth, the total efficient length of the growth, and the cycle. DMEF medium, it's a 1:1 ratio of vegan modified solution and HAM12 solution, which is used for mammalian cell culture, were used, and specific inhibitors such as MD132, ZAP939 were used to target signaling pathways such as NFBP13K. These helps in cell inhibition and triggering of apoptosis. Matrigel solution, it's a growth factor which was used as a distributive between the epithelial and mesenchymal cells. As you can see in image, when epithelial and mesenchymal cells interact with matrigel, they show a core cell formation. Mouse epithelial and mesenchymal cells were extracted and dissociated using dispensed to wet collagen type 1. These cells were kept at 4 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes and incubated at 37 degrees Celsius under 5% carbon dioxide for 3 days. 1% matrigel solution and 0.2 ml of culturing media was added for 20 days. The cell regeneration cycle and growth pattern was observed on the 4th day. Gene expression was checked using RT-PCR, in which RNA was extracted and DNA was synthesized. They evaluated the cell ratio, cell number, matrix concentration. They also studied the transcriptome analysis and upregulation of cell pattern and growth of the cells. They studied the melanosome productions and their transportation to the hair follicle. In the second image, as we can see, alpha melanocyte stimulating hormones have been added, which show the uptake of the pigmentation in these hair follicles. Systemic inhibitors were added with 10 nm of alpha melanocyte stimulating hormones on second days of seeding. They studied these patterns of growth using hematocytes and molecular cell study by using 4% formaldehyde at 25 degrees Celsius. They washed it twice and thrice using phosphate buffer saline at 30% sucrose. They found 100% efficacy of these growth follicles. On 23rd day of culture, they saw the total length of these follicles were 3 mm. Even the morphological features such as cuticles and medulla of these hair follicles were appropriate. They showed a strong regeneration pattern, and an active growth cycle of 10 months were observed in these cells. This in vitro study was successful and helped in regeneration of new follicles. They used dermal papillary cells, and they also observed the key factors such as collagen 4, laminate, matrigel, which help in adhesivity between the epithelial and mesenchymal cells, which help in regeneration of new follicles. This study helped in understanding the induction process of hair growth, evaluating the growth pattern, understanding the melanocyte production, pigmentation of the cells, and modeling the grey hair formation. Further scope of the study needs to understand the gene profile to know the tissue microstructure for growth of the new hair follicles. So I'll conclude it by saying the current wave of medical advances and regeneration can change the scenario of hair restoration. Follicular cell implantation is a feasible therapy for hair loss that shows promising result in hair regeneration. The small size and its ability to expand in culture media make it a viable treatment option. It differs from existing cell therapy as it involves tissue engineering method for new hair follicles growth. It holds a potential in future development of cell therapies and to solve major complex problems. However, further efforts are still needed to be bridged, and such knowledge have to show the effectivity of these tissue engineering solutions. Thank you.